the first episode, I think, as we saw tonight, really explores kind of Emet's fear that she's turning into her mom. Will each episode kind of focus on a different, like, I feel bad-ism, and anything that you can, like, future episodes, what they'll investigate and put your spin on?
2 or 3?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, is I lie to my kids.
Right. So, I mean, I think that's what's really fun about. I remember you saying one time that like this, I feel bad is sort of like there's so much to mine from it. And in the second episode, she basically, I don't know how much I'm allowed to give away.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll just see. NBC comes in.
And blackout.
Get her out! No, I mean, you know, the second episode, again, you see this, like, the humanness of her, because she basically, one of her kids sees an honor roll sticker on her car and starts to figure out that, like, one of them has to be on the honor roll, when really she just kind of, like, fudged that. And the kid's like, I guess I'm on the honor roll. And I'm like, is it the worst that he thinks he's on the honor roll? And you start to sort of see, like, this conniving sort of side of her, this, you know, devious side of her that is a direct manifestation of like what happens when you're trying to do everything at once and be perfect, right? As you start to see where the cracks come out, and that's what's so fun. And then you see that in many other ways.
And it's also combined with, you know, I feel bad, I lie to my kids, that, you know, you lie to your kids usually out of the best of intentions.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then that can obviously go horribly wrong.
And I think this generation's trying to fix some of the things that happened to us.
Yes.
So like, you know.
Thank you.
So like, my parents were like, don't you dare become an actor. You can't do that.
Yeah,
and so now I'm just like to my kid, you can do anything you want. You want to be a basketball player? You know, he's probably not going to be taller than 5'7", but if he wants to believe that, I will tell him, because I just want him to have that self-esteem. And so the line to your kids you feel bad about, but it comes from a place of trying to maybe correct some of the things that didn't quite go right in our childhoods. Yeah.
Sure, the overcorrecting.
Is there anything that you want to explore, like for anyone on the panel? Anything you want to
explore?
Do, like?
I mean, I feel like we've gotten to do so many fun things. I mean, right now it's still, you know, we're still just starting. We're about to start episode 6. We just wrapped episode 5 today. And, you know, we get to do every episode is kind of like a Christmas present, you know? Like, you're like, we get to do all this physical comedy, which as a woman is just it's like incredible to get to just be doing slapstick stuff, you know? And every episode is so unique that right now I think it just feels like, oh my God, we get another one. You know, I don't really know that I'm thinking of anything that hasn't been hit yet.
I think for me, it's one that we talked about when we first met, which is this feeling of like, I can't even die anymore now that I have kids. Like, that used to be like such a luxury. Yeah, well,
I have to stay alive.
Like it was such a luxury when nobody like needed you. And now, like, if I want to try something fun or illegal, I can't.
You can't do it
anymore. So I'd love to explore that one sometime in the season.
You mentioned having filmed 5 episodes already. Has it gotten to the point where it feels like a true family with the cast? And
it was really weirdly like that from day one.
It really was.
Like before we started shoot. And I know that sounds like something that everybody says.
I know.
But it's really true in this case.
Yeah. But I do wonder if that isn't a function of a female-centric show.
And great writing.
You know, that it's executive from top down, it's female run. I hate to say that because I don't think I've been on wonderful sets that are male-centric. It's not that. But there's something about this female-centric show that has allowed. I mean, there was no friction at all. I mean, it was like we'd been together years already. It was like that's friendly and warm.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that's just. We're all fabulous people.
It is that.
Or,
let's go with that.
or it's something about the nature of a female centric
think
power
definitely,
thing.
yeah, because it's a female-centric production.
I said the right thing.
Well, we've been, all been scarred, so we were like, let's just create a nice show, whether it's female or male or anything. We've all had those experiences in our careers that felt not great, and we want to love going to work every day.
Yeah.
So it was easy to do that.
Yes.
This will be my last question for you guys. What's one word that you can use to tease kind of what's coming up for the rest of the season
One word
or
that you
your
use for what?
character to describe what's coming up
describe.
for your character in this season?
I don't understand the question.
Following or a couple words.
Describe what's happening with your character.
Or the show.
Or the show. I'll go with hilarity.
Good.
Find it.
Hilarity.
Okay, not hilarity. I was gonna say something along those lines. I was gonna say maybe zany and heartwarming. It's really
words.
this yeah, I know. She said I could have more words.
She did?
It's because I'm a girl. It's harder to be you.
Yeah, go on.
No, I can't go on because two words are coming to my head. That it's always it's a whole sentence coming. There's always the great element of surprise in the funniness. You are laughing, but it surprises you what the subject is and what the subject is that they've chosen, and it's that element of what are they going to do next that is always present, I think, and we always look forward to it, and it always fulfills itself, and you are surprised and you are delighted by what comes up.
Jeez, my word
It was
is
a paragraph.
pressure.
Yeah.
But it was a necessary paragraph.
Yeah.
No,
Think
I'm
of
not.
it as one word.
Yeah.
One.
And that word is hilarity.
This is what it's like to be on set.
I can imagine it's a fun set to be on. Brian, do you want to weigh in or?
One word.
No.
I can't top that.
My addiction to cheese doodles. I don't know.
How about Googaloo?
Googaloo.
Googaloo.
That's the pet name for.
For me. Awesome. I call him Googaloo. Isn't that nice? 1 minute I'm ready to kill him, and the 1 minute Googaloo.